Let's go up to the Greys. Everybody knows the Greys.
I know about the Greys.
I don't know the Greys.
That's a classic alien.
Oh, yeah. Just the classic one with like the big eyes or whatever. Okay, yeah.
Let's take a look at Vegan Bogan. I think that's Australian. There are so many Australians in this alien world.
Interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. Bogan is definitely Australian.
Yeah,
it means like hillbilly or whatever in Australia.
You'll have to ask Tom that. Actually, I don't know if that's true. I can't just trust you.
It is true. Tom Walker.
I can confirm it.
First time I saw a gray was in 1992. I had a white glowing gray 2 feet away from my face staring at me with its large almond-shaped eyes. It also has 2 dots for a nose, and it had a tiny straight slit for a mouth. It was giving me intense happy, happy, joy, joy emotions and telepathically saying, don't be afraid, we're not going to harm you. Also, it's weird, but it was telepathically smiling at me. I thought it was the most wonderful feeling I had ever experienced.
Okay, I can't make fun of that because that is pretty common with like people who have seen those, even though it sounds silly.
Yeah, that's I mean, I wonder though, so I was thinking about that, right? Because I was thinking like, oh, so many people have shared this experience, but it was also something that was made public pretty early on, like images like that. Do you know what I mean? It was sort of the first images that people had of aliens. So is there a chance that it was sort of placed into people's minds a little bit in that way, you know? And that like the early stories, yeah.
I mean, I don't tend to believe that because there's a lot of references going back to this like throughout history. It was just the first time it was interpreted that way because it was like the birth of science fiction and entertainment, really. Like
I see. So this is like these stories are as old as these.
They used to be like biblical. People would associate them with spirituality or religion. You know.
Yeah.
But so that's what I'm saying. Like initially when they were told, they were like, were they not known? They were like independent stories. Obviously, you're saying like from all different parts of the world. It was like so there would be
like
no
I
way
think if you were to see something like that, you wouldn't associate it. You wouldn't have associated it with aliens until there was materials out there talking about aliens before you would have thought like it was like a demon or something like that, you know.
And here is somebody talking. I think this is like seeing aliens is like taking a psychedelic for the first time, and it's a very bad trip. You're frightened, confused, and feeling sick from all the adrenaline. You feel like death is near and you freeze for a bit. Your brain's trying to process something bizarre. As you get back to your senses, the alien is already feeling inside you, using its long appendages to explore you like Dora the Explorer.
Noodly appendages.
Did he really say Dora the Explorer?
He did. Here he goes.
Sorry, yeah, say it again. Sorry, I just heard appendages, and we are really obsessed with Pastafarians around here, and they always say his noodly appendages.
Oh my God.
Sorry. That was people are gonna be real mad at me for that, for interrupting.
He goes, using its long appendages to explore you like Dora the Explorer. The only similarity is that they're both aliens. There's no map or backpack that can get you out of this one.
Ooh, very, very weird.
Well, this next person says, I think they're very weak, but they are low-level enemies, so I don't care that much.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they're just low-level enemies.
Who, the Greys?
The Greys.
But he thinks they're weak.
Yeah, they're so thin and weak. We could just
imply that he's like a high level.
Yeah.
What is a high level? I wonder. A mantid sounds a little more high level, but I don't know. Like, I would love to sort of see a chart that guy makes of like.